Jamie Gillis. He's a bit of a simpleton,
Who let the simpleton out of the asylum?
but he's a nice boy just looking for some purpose in this life.
You're better than this.
After he attempts to take his own life, which is only stopped by Arthur's intervention, he resigns himself to a boring, quiet existence and wants to return to his sister and his father. And that's just the way this mission goes. Or is it? I recently discovered that you can bring Jamie Gillis with you, pretty much anywhere. This opens up a great opportunity to show Jamie what life is really all about. So join me as we take Jamie on the adventure of a lifetime. Well, I wanted to ease Jamie out of his shell, so to speak. So first I took him to see the hustling and bustling of the big city, Saint Denis. Jamie loves seeing all the tall buildings and the lights.
Where are you taking me?
I wanted to commemorate the moment with a photograph, but Jamie's never done this before and he stood way too close to the camera. Also, the game just completely broke upon exiting the photography mode, but it quickly snapped back to reality when we exited the shop. Well, he got bored of all the commotion of the city pretty quickly.
You taking me back to Mary or not?
So I chartered a boat for us. We rode all around the river and just enjoyed the calm serenity.
Where exactly are we headed?
I decided to take Jamie for a spot of gambling on the riverboat, but I guess he's not much of a climber because he made an absolute fool of himself. With that, we decided to keep heading south towards uncharted land, but the boat sprung a hole and Arthur didn't quite make it. Jamie was fine though. So we rendezvoused and decided to head to the toughest town in the Wild West, Van Horn. We stopped at the saloon for a couple of drinks. Jamie wasn't quite feeling it at first, but those Trelawneyans must have bestowed him with some great unknown powers, because he rose up and threw the solid wood of the bar. He flexed by lighting up a cigarette and partying like he owned the place. But unfortunately our luck turned south and some of the locals didn't exactly treat us with kindness.
If I shoot you, I'm talking.
But say what you will about that Jamie, he is ride or die. With no hesitation, he pulled out his pistol and was ready to take on the whole town. But sadly, the town was too mighty, and they got the better of us. I took Jamie to see the Devil's Cave, but he wasn't feeling that either and didn't want to even step inside. I was a little disappointed by his trepidation, so I decided to up the ante and take him grizzly bear hunting. But now that Jamie's got a little taste for adventure, he's yearning for more, so we decided to take one last trip and head down to the forbidden lands of Blackwater. Well, they must have heard what happened in Van Horn because they don't seem much like us riding through their town. After getting blasted a few times, we finally made it through and continued on to take a nice ride through New Austin. I'm doing all this without mods, by the way. Somehow Arthur is allowed in New Austin if we have Jamie with us. But our luck did have to run out sooner or later. Arthur was unceremoniously murdered by a random bullet. Damn you bastards. Alright Jamie, it's time to take you home to your sister. I just wanted to show you what you're missing out on in this crazy, crazy world. I hope you had a fun time and aren't even more traumatized than you already were.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you'll never change. I know that.